Hello everybody, and we are going to be doing videos from questions that people ask on my Instagram and on YouTube, questions that we think are very good and we want to go over them for you. And before I get started, I am going to still be doing YouTube videos, like vlogs, so these videos are just, we want to do at least like 2 or maybe 3 a week.
Oh yeah, we are going to work on our interrupting and just kind of letting ourselves get the point across. Thank you for the constructive criticism. You know, we're working on it. We're human too. We make mistakes, and we're kind of getting the hang of this whole talking together and kind of working together as a team and being able to get our points across. So hopefully, you know, bear with us if it happened once or twice, but definitely going to have a little bit more structure to it, and a little bit, yeah, just more respect for each other's stuff, and hopefully it has a better flow for you guys.
So the first question was from Robin Hensley, and let me just read it for you. She said, do you think a 17-week prep is good when I have to lose around 15 pounds? And that was from Robin Hensley. So thank you, Robin. Thank you for asking that question.
So hopefully we're not too late, because she asked the question a couple weeks ago. But hopefully this can help someone else out there. And that's all that matters to us, is that we can get some good info across to some people. We don't want to make these videos too long, so we'll get right into it. I'm just going to break down the question because I don't know much about you. I don't know what you look like. So yeah, good. Is it going to, a 17-week prep, is that good when trying to lose 15 pounds? And I, just to verify, it's always going to be the word depends. It depends. We're going to say that often. But is it good? Yeah, sure. I think it's good. I think there's a lot of factors that we can talk about today, and we will discuss those. But yeah, I think it's doable. I think it's good. 15 pounds in 17 weeks. It's definitely doable. And I think also a key word is you wrote around 15 pounds, and I think we'll discuss that also in this video, because that is a key word, around 15 pounds. What does it actually take? So yes, I think it's doable. Yes, I think it's good.
So what I think is important here is, yes, it depends. So it depends like your show. Are you doing a regional show? Are you doing a national show? Are you trying to win your pro card? Are you trying to get in like the best conditioning of your life? Or is it like a natural show where you're more soft? These all play a huge role. And like for an example, if you're getting ready for a national show, you gotta be extremely lean, like super lean here, compared to a natural show where you can show up a little softer. Like a regional show and a national show, it's totally different. So that's when it depends on what you're trying to do.
And just to reiterate that, yes, it depends on the goal and your personal goal. So it's not just the show, but like, do you want to maximize your potential right now with your body composition? Yeah, it really depends on what the look it needs to be.
And also, have you ever done a show before? Have you ever competed? Have you ever been stage lean? I mean, you might say you need to lose around 15 pounds, but Kyle might say you need to lose around 20 to 25 pounds.
Yeah, it really, have you ever got a DEXA before? Have you been 8% body fat? What is the leanest you've gotten? Because then that 15 pounds really can change. Like, that's totally trustworthy if you've gotten that lean and that was your stage weight, and maybe you're trying to get 2 pounds above it or the same weight and be more conditioned. So it really depends on your body composition now and where it's trying to go. If 15 pounds, like, so we're using these measurements, right? 15 pounds, 17 weeks. It just kind of brings a lot of factors into play.
So I think, yes, you can definitely lose the weight in 17 weeks, or now it's, I don't know, 15 weeks for you. Yeah, things might have to get a little aggressive maybe, but I think it's important to just give yourself a lot of time if you are going to do a prep, because things come up, things happen in your life, and it's better to have a longer time so it's less stressful on you and your body, and plateaus come up too. I mean,
yeah, she was making some really good points. You got to give yourself enough time. Like, do you have to do that show that's 17 weeks away? Maybe you do. Maybe that's what's closest and that's what's fitting your budget. Or maybe you're a really competitive physique athlete, or whatever the goal is. Maybe you really do need to be there on that date, 17 weeks. If it really, yeah, so it's just, it's kind of tricky. Like, in my eyes, we take it so serious that I'm planning my season for 2020 already. Like, I know, you know, I'm already going to start dieting in a certain amount of weeks, and that's so far away, and it's obviously nothing's written in stone here, but it's really important to have that plan and
get ready ahead of time too. Don't you want to show up maybe 2 weeks before that looking ready, and then be feeding yourself to the show? That's another thing to think about too.
Yeah, it's just crazy how you think you're lean. Like, you know, the abs come, or whatever it is. Like, let's say you're a man and your abs come and you need to be a bodybuilder, right? Well, abs were out for me when I was like 20 something weeks out. Like, it's really just another level of where you hold fat. And yeah, back to the, yeah.
And this is pretty crazy, just to give you an example. For my first show, my regional show, I was 130 pounds on show day. When I hit the national stage, I was 120. So that's a 10-pound difference with those like leannesses. It's pretty insane.
Yeah, and she probably sacrificed a pound or two of muscle at the end, you know, of the whole year of prepping and everything, because her glutes did get smaller from that first show to the second show, which it needed to be. They were kind of overpowering, and you needed that proportionalness.
Yeah, there's some fat back there, kind of. But that was a regional show, so it's crazy how different. So what show are you doing? You know, that plays a huge role in what you're trying to do. Because we really didn't know anything about you. So we just went really broad with the question, but I hope, you know, we got your answer across.
You probably need to lose more than 15 pounds to be really competitive, and it's just easier in the end to give yourself enough time to implement, like, maybe you need to implement a diet break or something like that. You have the time to do those sort of things to keep the fat loss going, to keep the progressing going. You know, you want to do refeeds and multi-day refeeds or carb cycling, whatever it is. And again, you probably need to, it's good to be ahead of the game, right? Don't you want to be ready, and maybe you're tapering up calories. Maybe you're looking so beat up and worn down, but you're so shredded and so lean. And then that last 3 weeks, you're kind of tapering up calories and you're looking less beat up.
And you could test your peaking. You can test how you're going to peak the week of the show, which is pretty cool, of getting ready earlier, because you can do that type of stuff.
Yeah, just the more data you can have of how you react to carbs or whatever it may be. So how you react to that stuff, and if you can fill yourself up on more, or yeah, because you only get one chance, right? It's your show is 17 weeks out, and in the end you kind of look stringy on stage, or you look spilled over because you pushed it too much. So it's always better to be ahead of the game. But yes, in the end, 17-week prep for 15 pounds lost.
Definitely, you can do it.
Do it. Get a little aggressive if you need to. I would actually get really aggressive right off the bat to try to be ready even a week early or something.
Yeah, maybe 2 pounds a week for the first, you know.
So another input to that is it's actually really hard to lose weight at the end. And every little pound makes a huge difference at the end too. So it's like, let's say you only need 3 or 4 pounds to lose, or even 1 pound to lose, or 2 pounds to lose. That makes so much difference on your physique. Like where you're holding that 2 pounds of fat, and how that transforms your body, and how hard it is to lose that weight at the end. So it's, maybe you want to start off with 2 pounds a week, and then you kind of slow things down and it goes to, 1.2 or 0.8. And yeah, take the weekly trends for sure.
Thank you so much for asking that question, and I hope we answered it for you. So anybody else, just ask some questions down below and we will definitely answer it here on my YouTube.